Well, everybody, it's the worst day of the year for a radio morning host. The day after we have to spring forward for the stupid, useless time change. Fantastic. I'm just so pumped to be here this morning. I couldn't even tell you. Up and at 'em, feeling great. Ugh. Anyway, sorry you have to be awake right now. You know, people always talk about, we need a holiday the day after the Super Bowl, blah, blah, blah. No, we need a holiday the day after the stupid time change. Like one day to at least try and adjust a little bit to having to be up this ungodly hour. Not fun jumping in the truck and it's like, hey, it's 5 o'clock. Why? Why am I awake right now? And of course, I think the anxiety about the time change screwed up my sleep to begin with. I was waking up in the middle of the night. I remember being up at, I don't know, it was 4 or so. And I'm like, no, come on, get back to sleep. Just get back to sleep. No. And then where it's Monday here, we have to have our Monday meeting too. Ugh. And I thought I had like a variety of delicious beverages and things here. Maybe a little bit of Gatorade and something. I got like nothing. I don't know what I was thinking this morning. Might have to bomb over to Maverick. Get myself something to drink. Water's kind of boring. I mean, I should drink more water in general. So I'll start with that. But, just not feeling it, people. But it's okay. I'm going to find fun stuff to talk about. We're going to make the best of the dumb day after the time change. Survive, crush it down, and then hopefully can accomplish some of the stuff I meant to accomplish yesterday when I get off work and relax at home. Wish me luck. Wish me luck on this day. But I'll get digging. We'll find some stuff, see what happened over the weekend. Hopefully some stupid things went down that are fun to talk about. All right, we're off to a great start. I don't know if you've ever put on, full-fledged over-the-ear headphones. Most people have. They've got a little bit of spring action to them, I just cracked myself right in the face trying to put my headphones on right before jumping on air. As if I wasn't irritated enough just because it's the Monday after the time change. Oh, right in the eye. So annoying. Okay, let's talk about the stuff we've got going on around here this week, because we do have a variety of things happening. Well, then I'm going to clean up Peach's notes here. We don't need that anymore. Okay, let's see. We got multiple giveaways going on. We're giving away tickets to the screening of Bring Me the Horizon live in Sao Paulo. It's going to be at the Regal Edwards Grand Teton, March 25th and 28th. Yeah, it's their biggest headline show so far. Filmed in front of 50,000 fans, spanning their entire catalog. Yeah, go see a, show in the movie theater. It'll be awesome. All you got to do is listen for the cue to call, be caller 15 when we tell you to call, and you'll score a pair of tickets to see whichever showing you want, either the 25th or 28th. And then we're also giving away tickets to Emo Night Brooklyn, which is like, I don't know, just an emo party, playing all them emo tunes. It's going down at the Complex in Salt Lake on Friday, April 17th. And for that one, you just sign up in any of our apps, the K-Bear app, the Alt 101 app, or the Cannonball 101 app, and we're going to draw winners for that on Friday. So, a couple different giveaways going on that are pretty fun. And aside from that, I'm going to try to find something else to talk about and not hit myself in the face before I start yapping again. Can't wait for this day to be over. Well, it's going to be one of those days, isn't it? All right. We'll survive. Maybe a punch in the face, what I needed. You never know. Hope you're surviving the day after the time change all right. I'm doing okay. Not stoked to be up, but we'll get through it. Speaking of surviving, I was reading this post about survival myths that are completely wrong and can get you killed. Yeah, if you're stuck out in the woods or something, maybe you've watched a variety of TV shows and you're like, that's what I should do. No, that's TV. All right? A lot of shenanigans happen when it comes to TV, even reality TV. People are posting things like walking through the desert in the middle of the day when it's the hottest. Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that. You need to hunker down, try to stay cool, and then once the temperature goes down, I mean, walking at night sucks, but what are you going to do? Just dry out in the sun? You know, you ain't got no sunblock. You're going to be miserable. Don't trudge through the desert in the middle of the day. What else they got here? Eating things raw. Yeah, you see those survival TV shows? They'll find like bugs and crap and, you know, just mow them down. No, if you have to like catch food in the wild because you're stuck in the woods, you need to cook the crap out of that, okay? Watch Monsters Inside Me, the reality show about parasites. That'll make you cook everything. Let's see here. Reusing your own fluids instead of water. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That's going to accelerate dehydration. Don't do that. Let's see here. Running in a zigzag to avoid an alligator or crocodile. It says just run in a straight line as fast as you can because they can only run in short bursts. I don't know if I've ever seen that one, running in a zigzag. I think that's just from Dune. You know, you got to do the funky walk to keep the sandworms from getting you. Let's see here. You're better off staying with a broken down vehicle instead of trying to hike out of some dangerous location. First off, it can provide shelter, even if it won't run. Second, anyone coming to rescue you is probably going to use the road. So if you leave the road, you're just wandering around in the woods and people aren't going to be able to find you. All right. Oh, geez. If you get stabbed, don't pull the blade out like they do in the movies. Don't touch anything. Just call 911. Hopefully something you never have to deal with. Lightning can strike the same spot twice. Let's see. What else do we got here? Don't escalate violence. Yeah. Drinking cactus water when stuck in the desert. It says cactus water is highly acidic and toxic. It will cause you to vomit and have diarrhea, which is going to dehydrate you. And also, yeah, you don't want to be dealing with that when you're stuck in the middle of the desert. All right. Don't drive over downed power lines. Well, that should be common sense, but people be dumb. All right, a little after 7. We're slowly making it through the day here. Ugh. I'll try to not complain about the time change too much. It's just so annoying. So stupid. And Monday in general is just kind of stupid. You know, I think we need to move to the 4-day work week. All right. Speaking of working, career paths that look glamorous from the outside, but are actually total nightmares behind the scenes. Maybe you're in the market for a new job. Well, don't forget you can check out hireeastidaho.com if you're looking for a job direct from a local employer. But if you find one in one of these fields, might not be your thing. Like zookeeping. Oh, I get to hang out with the little animals all day. No. According to this person, super low pay, hyper competitive to get into, heavy lifting and hard labor in rain and heat and snow, and the smells are enough to knock most people out. This person says they puked 3 times their first week, shoveling cat dung, and going through piles of roadkill that were donated to feed the vultures and other scavengers. Yeah, you don't think about some of the things that some of these gross animals like vultures would eat. Disgusting dead animals. Yeah, fantastic. Sounds great. Not for me. I mean, I got to take allergy meds before I go to the zoo now anyway. I start getting all like... Getting old's dumb. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? Game development. Yeah, playing video games is great. Imagine that you're spending 8 hours a day playing video games that are broken and just reporting errors. Sounds like a nightmare. It would ruin playing video games for you. Yeah. All right, what else we got here? Classical musician. Okay, I mean, I guess it sounds sort of glamorous. I mean, zookeeper, does that sound glamorous? I think people are just getting into jobs that sound, decent, but actually suck. Anyway, classical musician, super competitive. You have to work yourself to the bone, practicing alone for hours and hours every day. A lot of people are mean and egotistical, lots of misogyny. Oh, you get tinnitus and injuries, and you get sick of music. I can understand that one a little bit. All right, wearing these headphones, not good for your ears. I wear them 4 hours a day, and then I'm basically dealing with music 8 hours a day. So a lot of times, when it comes to the end of the day, if I've got chores to do or something like that, it's podcasts. Yeah. Road trips, it's podcasts. Just need to tune out from the music every once in a while. Let's see here. Wildlife rehabber, particularly in Iceland. There are these birds called fulmars that are the bane of my existence. When they get upset, they puke all over you, and they can rapid fire it multiple times. They only eat fish, and it's a defensive mechanism. So it's also mixed with this oil that makes it clean. If a drop gets on you, you stink for 3 days. Okay, that sounds pretty horrible. Yeah. Horse breeding and care is absolutely nasty. Well, yeah, I'm not even going to get into the details. I would assume any kind of animal breeding is not pleasant. All right, who would think that's glamorous? All right, this person says stand-up comedy. Basically, truck driving with a little splash of comedy thrown in at the end of the ridiculously long drives and or flights. I've been in all 50 states, performed on all 4 continents, which is nice, and mostly I just want to sleep in my own bed. I get that. I don't even want to think about my own bed this morning. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, back when I was young, I wanted to be in a band. I wanted to tour and things like that. I've talked to a lot of bands. I've talked to a lot of comedians. And I know when I'm out and about, like if I'm out of town, how many days can you last in a hotel before you start getting crazy and be like, I just want to be home? Imagine if you're in a cruddy hotel every single night for just months on end. Sounds terrible. But you're making people laugh, huh? You're making people laugh. Working in general just sucks, huh? Yeah. I mean, even my job, it might look glamorous from the outside, but it's a lot of stare at the computer and deal with spreadsheets and numbers and dig through like really depressing news, all the horrible things going on in the world, trying to find something just fun to talk with you about. It can be a little bit bleak, waking up, after the time change, being in here at the crack of dawn. All right. I'm going to see what else I can find. Let's just crush this day. Let's get it over with. Hope you're doing good. All right. What's happening, everybody? Hope that your weekend didn't go by too quickly. Mine did. Always does. Hopefully today goes by as quickly as the weekend did. Can't wait to get back home and, well, I should do lots of chores, but I just want to rest. It's amazing what one stupid hour does to you. It's got me all out of whack. All right. Let's see here. Speaking of out of whack, was looking at a thread about weird things guests have done in your house that you hate. I'm sure everybody's had a guest over at some point, right? How long can you keep them around? Even my best friends, usually like after like a day, I'm like, all right, we can go home now. I need my space back. The only person that I don't feel that way about is Becca. Yeah, with her it was, oh, gotta come back over. What are you doing? Don't leave. Luckily, she lives with me now. Let's see. This person said, my dad died and my aunt came to stay to support my mom. She rearranged the kitchen cabinets to be more efficient relative to where the stove was after them being that way for 30 years. My calm little mom nearly punched her in the wake of her life changing literally forever and for the worst. The last thing she wanted was more change out of nowhere. Well, yeah. Don't just come in and start rearranging people's stuff. Let's see here. This person said, I had a friend visiting over the weekend. She had a well-paying job at the time. I was still in college, struggling to make ends meet every month. I had to work the morning she wanted to take the train home, so I told her before leaving to help herself with things from my fridge to make herself some sandwiches for the journey. It was about a 6-hour ride. When I came home, she had helped herself indeed to my week's worth of groceries. The only thing she didn't take was some milk and a quarter of a watermelon. I nearly cried. Yeah, if somebody offers you, hey, hook yourself up, make a sandwich. When they say help yourself to whatever you'd like, doesn't mean just take all their stuff. All right? Oh, that's a lousy friend. Let's see. This person said the last time my brother-in-law and his wife visited, we found multiple things broken when they left. One big thing, the leg of a chair, and multiple weird small things like an ice tray, the handle of a spatula, a knick-knack. I obviously hated that they broke stuff, but I really hated that they didn't bother to tell anyone they did it, especially the chair, which was surprising because I figured this out when I sat down and crashed to the floor. Oh. Yeah, if you happen to break something at somebody's house, just tell them about it. It's probably not going to be that big of a deal. Here's somebody whose friend came over, laid on their bed with shoes on, with the shoes on their pillow. Okay, that's disgusting. Oh, we got a caller. Let's see what they want. K-Bear, you are live on the show. Keep that in mind. Who's this?
This is Becca.
Becca, how's it going this morning?
Oh, I just wanted to say, I had a roommate one time, and it wasn't even a roommate, but she lived there and rearranged my whole house, and I got pissed off.
I don't blame you. I'd be mad too. When you get used to finding things in a certain spot, it's like, why would somebody do that?
Yeah, and then she stole $250 from me
Oh,
too.
great.
So I kicked her out. Yep. Yeah, that was fun. I just wanted to say that. But yeah, she rearranged everything, moved everything around, and I'm just like, where's this? Where's that?
Oh.
It was fun.
Yeah, especially.
And then I kicked her out.
Well, I don't blame you. And especially if she wasn't even a roommate. I mean, roommates can be bad enough. But
well, she asked me to, she was like, can I stay there for one day? And then she was there for a month.
Gotta love that. God. Well, I hope that your current roommate's a little more tolerable.
I don't know about that.
Stop pushing snooze on the alarm clock.
I'm just kidding. Okay, bye.
Bye. Yeah. My apologies to Becca for this morning pushing snooze on the really loud alarm over and over and over again. I just did not want to get out of bed. Well, earlier we were talking about glamorous jobs that aren't really glamorous. They're actually nightmares. You in the market for a job? Find something good with the redesigned HireEastIdaho.com. Find yourself a local job direct from a local company. This week's Hire East Idaho Job of the Week, team member position with Jersey Mike's in Idaho Falls. They're looking for a friendly, energetic, hardworking person ready to go above and beyond for customers while working in a fast-paced, team-focused environment. They're doing interviews on March 19th and 20th from noon to 3, and again from 5 to 8. That's at their location at 795 East Anderson Street in Idaho Falls, new location. You want to get details on that job, just go over to HireEastIdaho.com. And if you're a local employer, you can post your positions available there as well. And of course, if you're job searching, you can look through all the available listings anytime. Go check it out. HireEastIdaho.com. All right, what do we got for some freak news on a Monday morning? Not a lot. Hopefully we'll find more throughout the program. All right, where's this sheriff from? Let's see. Okay, Georgia's Hall County. So in Georgia. This sheriff was arrested for drunk driving his county SUV while under the influence of Four Loko at about 6 a.m. Yeah, he went to work. So when they talk to him, they're like, dude, why are you pounding Four Loko? It's 6 a.m. And he's like, well, I just needed a good way to start my day. Yeah, if you're pounding Four Loko at 6 a.m., you should probably, consider getting a little bit of help on that one. Booze can be pretty damaging, and I'm sure your job's not going to like it if you show up just hammered and reeking of Four Loko. Stuff's pretty strong. All right. Let's see here. Why do I got too many tabs open. Okay. Got another woman who's in jail. She was from Springfield, Missouri. Jailed on a burglary charge after she entered a home, spread fruity pebbles all across the floor and stove, and petted the family's dog while the homeowner was outside doing yard work. So, guy came inside, smelled something burning, and finds Tiara Smith petting the dog while eating Fruity Pebbles, cereal, and milk. She, I guess, had turned the oven on, and with the Fruity Pebbles on the burner, that's what caused the burning smell. But she told police she didn't want to stay in jail because she needed to go to court that day. Might be missing that court date and might have a few more coming up. I mean, Fruity Pebbles, they could be delicious. It's been a while since I had any of those. Not worth jail. I think you can get them for a few bucks. Evidence grows that Google's AI overviews have eviscerated the media industry, according to this article from Futurism.com. Yeah, I guess many news websites have seen a massive drop-off in clicks since Google started doing their AI overviews. And what's funny about that is, I've mentioned this before, when you look at Google AI overviews, there is so much misinformation because Google AI just kind of scours the internet, and so it'll give you results based on like garbage it pulled from Facebook. I've seen Google AI overview state things as fact that was completely made up countless times. So Google needs to take it down till it works better. But I think this is just one more thing that's going to lead to the downfall of society. As if it wasn't bad enough that people get their information from memes on Facebook, believe everything they see there. I mean, as I scrolled Facebook this morning, I saw multiple posts that were just completely made up. At this point, I give up telling people, like, hey, that's not real. Did you know that's not real? There's just no point anymore. People don't care whether information's real or false. They just believe what they want to believe. So I give up. I'm not going to try to share the truth anymore. Oh, boy. I hope this day can pick up the pace here. It's a little after 8. It's all right. We're going to crush it. We're going to make it through. Morning, everybody. Little after 8 o'clock on the Viktor Wilt Show. Hope Monday after the time change is treating you okay. Time change sucks. Can't imagine that many people are in a fantastic mood this morning. So stupid. How many years have they been promising us we're going to get rid of this? Yeah, thanks a lot. But at least in Florida, they're doing some tax cuts. I know it's not helpful to us here, but in Florida. Tax cuts always good, right? Why don't they do tax cuts that benefit everybody? I mean, I'm not against cutting taxes, all right? But the taxes they're cutting in Florida, it's only going to help certain people. All right. So they have suspended sales tax for the next year on firearm accessories. So like holsters, magazines, sights, suppressors, blah, blah, blah. And then on beer. Why not just cut sales taxes on groceries? Something that everybody uses. I'm sure, gun enthusiasts and beer enthusiasts are happy, but it's not really going to help out everybody, is it? Hey, look, we're cutting taxes on beer. Okay. What else is going on in the news? Oh, if you have frogs invade your backyard pond, your neighbors might call the police on you. This was in France, but with the way people whine around here, I'm sure somebody would complain. This guy, put a little pond in his backyard, and then frogs started showing up, and his 92-year-old neighbor was like, "Meh, I can't sleep with all this racket, the frogs." I mean, how much noise could they make? And I don't know, I've never slept next to a pond full of frogs ribbiting, but it doesn't sound like it'd be that bad. It's just the sounds of nature. Wouldn't it be kind of relaxing? Maybe, right now I could probably sleep through just about anything. So, put frogs outside my bedroom window, I don't care. Long as I'm laying down, resting, getting that extra hour of sleep back, I'm good. So, just something to keep in mind. Yeah, if you put a backyard pond in, animals are going to show up. I got enough racket outside as it is with, just cats yowling, neighbor's dog barking, our dog barking. All right. I'm gonna get back to digging. I might have to get more caffeine. I don't want to because I'm sure it's going to make me feel very creepy crawly, but something's got to be done to get through this day.
It's because you're lazy.
You're lazy. I am actually pretty lazy this morning. I've been getting the job done, though. Doing the show. Didn't want to, but I made it to work. So I'm going to have to skip the Monday meeting and take a nap, okay?
All of us should.
We should.
Stupid daylight saving time.
It's awful. It's awful. Oh, springing forward, man.
I don't know what's worse now that I'm an old fart. The springing forward or the going back. Because the one in the fall really messed me up for like a week.
I don't know why that one messes you up either, because, you get an extra hour, right? But it messes you up. I think the springing forward messes me up more, though, just because of the time I have to be here.
Oh, yeah.
When you wake up and it's like, well, the phone says it's 5, but it's actually 4. Oh, jeez. Well, I should be able to just keel over and pass out tonight, that's for sure, because I'm exhausted. So, I mentioned to the listeners earlier, we got a variety of giveaways going on this week. I assume it was your idea to, send listeners to the big emo party?
That's right.
Emo Night Brooklyn? Have you ever been to this before?
No.
It looked like your kind of thing.
That's why I sent it to Peaches to make a proposal for it.
An emo dance is basically what I think it is. I did some Googling.
You're going to have a bunch of old 40-year-olds there.
Yeah, you want to come hang out with a bunch of people me and Jade's age?
We'll party until 7:30 p.m.
It's going to be wild.
We're going to go home and go to sleep.
Yeah, if you want to go, this is happening April 17th at the Complex. They will feature the music of basically every emo band you could ever imagine.
I bet it'll be fun.
It probably will be fun. I mean,
not
it's
as
a
cool
party.
as Nine Inch Nails this weekend, though.
Oh, yeah.
My 2-day work week and Nine Inch Nails on Friday is going to be awesome.
I wish I had a 2-day work week. I haven't checked out the 9 Inch Nails prices this morning. Looked like tiny drops over the weekend.
And then a big jump this morning.
Was there a big jump this morning?
Yeah.
What a bunch of bull crap.
Yeah, there was a tiny drop over the weekend, and then this morning it was a lot more.
Oh, that's a bunch of garbage. I ain't got the money for this, J-Dave. I'm going to go. I'm going to go no matter what, but they've got it. They got to drop at some point.
I don't know, man. Look at the other cities. They're pretty bad.
Yeah.
$4,000 tickets.
That's so stupid.
I'm like, who has that?
Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of movement here. It's okay. It's only Monday. Give it till like Thursday. Then scalpers will start panicking, or even Friday morning.
There's not a lot of tickets left.
I don't know. There's a decent amount.
There's some. But
I'm not going to miss out. I'm going to go somehow. If they do start like really disappearing, then I'll panic buy.
Go get one of those nosebleed ones.
Oh, I don't want to be in the nosebleeds, though. Got to at least be in the seats close to the floor. Yeah. It's just too high up there at the Delta Center.
Right. Can't see anything.
No, it sucks up there. Almost as bad as daylight saving time.
You sit all the way up there, all you smell is fart from all of the crowd.
Yeah, it's just, sitting in the fart cloud. Disgusting.
The haze, you can't even see and you can't breathe. Fart seats. And don't call them nose, maybe that's why your nose is bleeding, because you're just smelling fart.
Yeah, exactly. All that toxic air.
Noxious gas.
So, 9 Inch Nails is expensive, but you can go to Emo Night Brooklyn for free.
That's right.
If you win. Just sign up in any of our apps, the Alt 101 app, the K-Bear app, or the Cannonball 101 app, and Friday we'll draw some winners. It's an easy one. You can go hang out with Jade and dance. Bust out your best emo dance in them tight pants. Get them tight jeans out. It should be pretty fun. So, yeah, good luck. So I have been in a battle with laundry at my house for like a couple weeks now. It's kind of driving me crazy. Just can't get it all caught up. Ugh. Tried over the weekend. Think I got 4 baskets that need to be put away. Plenty more that needs to be washed. Maybe I need to take a look at this list of clothing items you don't need to wash after every wear. See what I can do to cut down my laundry usage. Because this is ridiculous. So tired of the never-ending laundry and chores. I need like a week off. Just a week at home just to work on the house. But I got to save my PTO for other things. So that ain't happening. Just going to have to try to be motivated in the afternoon. Work on the stupid laundry. At least if I can get that done, that cleans up a lot. And then the other stuff can be tackled. It's just amazing how laundry ends up just everywhere. Okay. What are the items you don't need to wash after every wear? Jeans. All right, I wear my jeans quite a while. This article here says that jeans are one of the most overwashed items. You can air them out or just spot clean them because denim is tough as nails, doesn't really absorb anything. And unless it's really dirty, he says wash it every 4 to 6 wears. Plus, that will preserve your denim color and the life of the fabric. All right, sweaters and cardigans, saying they don't need to be washed after every wear because they're typically worn over other garments, so they're not getting sweater oils from your skin. So unless you just spill a bunch of food all over it, it's probably fine. Kind of like a coat. I mean, how often do you wash your coat? Probably not super often. I'll wear a hoodie basically till I spill food on it or it's covered in cat hair, badly. Dress pants and trousers. Yeah, you're probably wearing those once a year. Yeah, you probably don't need to wash them very often, do you? Pajamas. They say unless you're a really hot sleeper who's just sweating all night, your pajamas probably going to be fine for 3 to 4 nights, especially if you shower before bed. And then a lot of these just come down to how sweaty you are. So they're saying, your bra, ladies, every 3 to 4 wears. And then you should also put them in a mesh laundry bag to keep them from getting damaged or damaging other items in the wash. All right, I guess, I didn't learn much new there. I think I'm doing everything I can to conserve my laundry. So I'll just keep fighting the good battle against the mountain of laundry that's been piling up and won't ever, deplete. Oh, so frustrating. All right. Well, right now I'm at work. It's not time to think about chores. Even though all I can think about is how I want to be home, maybe doing chores. Maybe. Well, as the weather improves, could be a good time for a road trip. I know I could use a vacation. I could use some getting out of town, and some getting out of town that ain't like Salt Lake or Boise. I want to go somewhere different. Maybe check out an oddball museum. I don't know, I was looking at a list here of weird museums. I think it popped up on my feed because they have the Potato Museum from Blackfoot in there, the Idaho Potato Museum. Yeah, you can check out the world's largest collection of potato mashers, even see the world's largest potato crisp. And then, they've got spud trivia and all kinds of stuff. You know what's funny? I've lived here my whole life. I have never been to the Idaho Potato Museum. I've been out front with the giant potato, but I've never been inside. Maybe I should go one of these days. Pages said he thought it was cool. I don't know. Some of the other weird ones out there. The Mustard Museum in Middleton, Wisconsin. Looking for an excuse to go to Wisconsin, which I'm not a very big fan of. Well, you could check out more than 5,600 jars of mustard. And heck yeah, they let you do a mustard tasting. National Mustard Museum. Now, this one I would go check out. The International UFO Museum and Research Center in Roswell. Oh, that could be fun. I mean, what else is there to do in Roswell but check out alien-related stuff, right? I don't know. I think if you're going to go to New Mexico, maybe somewhere like Santa Fe might be a little bit better of a choice. Oh, here's one for Peaches. The Giant Shoe Museum in Seattle. All right, it's underneath Pike Place Market. And, they've got clown shoes and a size 37 brogue, once worn by Robert Wadlow, the world's tallest man. Peaches donates some of his shoes to it. Hey, I got some shoes for this museum. Oh, there's the Spam Museum in Austin, Minnesota. You can look at Spam. It doesn't even say you get to try Spam. It's just like, look at all the different kinds of Spam. We got tons of Spam. Oh, look at this. Stark's Vacuum Museum in Portland. They're in a battle with Don Aslet's cleaning museum in Pokey. The vacuum museum. You want to go check out more than 100 vacuums? Yeah. Okay, this one would be fun. The International Cryptozoology Museum in Portland, Maine. Learn about the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot and blah, blah, blah. They got casts of footprints, hair samples, life-size sculptures, and cultural lore. That'd be fun. Any of these others that are just really weird? American Museum of Magic. That might be kind of fun. Oh, the National Museum of Funeral History. You know, you're looking for something uplifting? Go check that out in Houston. Yeah, a thoughtful look at how different cultures approach death, mourning, and remembrance. So you can check out like old hearses and learn about royal funeral rituals. Okay, I have been to the Neon Museum in Vegas. It's pretty cool. I saw a show there. It wasn't too shabby. The Troll Hole Museum. Okay, you remember the troll dolls? Like we did in What's in the Box? Yeah, you want to check out like a million of them? There you go. Go check out the Troll Hole Museum. But yeah, one of the 15 on the list right here in East Idaho. The Idaho Potato Museum. You bored today? It's Monday. Nobody wants to be awake right now. Everybody, just pissed about the time change. Go learn about potatoes. Take your mind off things. Or just eat potatoes. They're good. All right. I don't know why I threw that last bit in. Probably because I'm tired and out of whack. But I did just make a nice fresh cup of instant coffee shooter. And I do believe I heard that the GM said we're going to install cots in the break room so all of us can sleep. But it's going to be a big CPAP party because apparently a lot of us around here rocking CPAPs. So, you ready for Darth Vader takes over the break room? It's happening. Oh, I wish. There is a couch in there. I wonder if anybody would notice if I just went in there, shut the door, and just happened to skip the Monday morning meeting. Take a nap on the couch in there. I bet they'd notice. Happy Monday. Yay, everybody. It's a great day. It's the day after the time change. I'm sure everybody's feeling just motivated and fantastic. Love it. Just love it. And guess what? In 6 months, we get to do it again because the government just can't do anything about it. We can't do anything about it. Liars. Man, there are some weird posts that I come across online. Like, why would anyone want to read a post called, "What is the worst experience of your life?" Now, that sounds fantastic for something to read through on a Monday morning, right? Read about the worst experiences that somebody's had. No, I did not click on it because I'm tired and I don't need to get depressed, okay? I know the internet's not necessarily a place to go to find sunshine and rainbows, but getting directly into a thread about the worst experience people have ever been through, that's going to be dark. It's going to be real dark. Real dark. So yeah, I'm just trying to find other crap to talk about. The news sucks. It's a great time to be a political talk host. Not a good time to just be a normal human being who wants to, have a good, cheery morning. Like, oh, you guys want to talk about gas prices or people getting killed? Yeah, party time. Let's go. Oh, man. Be a good day to play some video games. Didn't I say on Friday, I'm going to play some video games? Guess how much video games I played this weekend? None. But I did watch Joe Dirt, which is a very fun movie. I hadn't seen it in a long time. Gave me some good laughs. And then I was unaware there is a Joe Dirt Part 2, which we started watching, and it seemed okay. It didn't seem quite up to par with the first one. And I didn't realize that movie was so universally hated until I saw the reviews online for Joe Dirt. Critics, not fans. But I still think it's funny. I still think it's pretty good. You can watch it on YouTube for free with commercials. And I did discover a nice trick. If you're watching YouTube on your TV, they tend to pummel you with more commercials than on your phone or on a computer. If you exit out of the video you're watching when the commercials start and go back in, you'll either have greatly reduced commercials or it'll just get right back into what you're playing. So there's my YouTube on a TV trick for you today, because YouTube commercials are really irritating, especially those stupid Airbnb commercials using Golden Slumbers by the Beatles. I can't believe the Beatles would license that song out for Airbnb. And I'm not anti-Airbnb. Just something about, I don't know, that song doesn't seem like it should be in a commercial for anything. All right. Gonna keep pulling up unpleasant news and sorting out the unpleasant. What's happening, everybody? Happy Monday. It's a glorious day, the day after the time change. It's amazing. So happy to be awake, be here right now. How about you? When you could be, kicked back at home, watching TV. Maybe watch the now award-winning comedy special by Mark Maron. Mark Maron Panicked. I don't know if I've seen that one. Gonna have to check it out, as Mark Maron is one of the best comics out there. I have been enjoying all the dramedy? I guess that's what it is. Drama in the comedy world. Got some feuding going on between comics like Mark Maron and Joe Rogan, and there's some pretty good quality YouTube videos floating around out there if you're wanting to kill some time on the old Rogan-verse. Used to be such a great podcast. Joe should have never moved to Texas. Changed everything. Don't move to Texas, everybody. And, if you're living in Texas and listening to the show, I'm not trying to diss you too bad, but it seems like it does weird stuff to people's minds. Move to Texas, get all strange. I don't know. I haven't really spent time in Texas. I've been to the airport in Dallas, and that was nightmare enough. Looked out the windows, was like, doesn't look too great out there. I guess I'll keep going. Keep flying to where I need to get to. Maybe fly on down to Vegas. I saw some photos popping up from Illenium live at the Sphere. I bet that was pretty awesome. Courtney from Spirit Box came out and did the track she did with Illenium. Got to get to the Sphere one of these days. Those Metallica ticket prices, little out of my budget. So I'd imagine when Tool gets there, like they've been talking about, will probably be as bad, if not even worse. I guess we're stuck going to Boise and Salt Lake. There you go, old school. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. What up? It's Viktor Wilt. Okay, this guy online saying, I'm convinced my wife can't taste cheese and she refuses to accept it. All right. Guy says he'd cook up a bunch of meals and she'd always say they had no flavor, so she'd season it up more. And he noticed that anytime the meal relied on the taste of cheese, she's like, this stuff has no taste. So he's like, well, you can't taste cheese. And she's like, that's not true. I can taste cheese. These are the types of things that I am stumbling across today. All right. What do you want me to talk about? Blowing up oil refineries? Oh, those images are pretty crazy. Huh? I'm not even going to get into it. The news is so dark. So dark. Saw another post. I've been offered a job for $250 an hour in Oregon. Do you guys have grocery stores there? Is this a joke? I would imagine if you're in a place where you can make $250 an hour, probably somewhere where you can pick up groceries. And I mean, even if they didn't have grocery stores, what if you had to drive an hour? If you're making $250 an hour, driving around Oregon, well, okay, it depends if you're in Western or Eastern Oregon. Eastern Oregon, would it be worth it to make $250 an hour? I don't know, because Eastern Oregon sucks. Western, though, I'd be like, peace, see y'all. I guess maybe depending on the job. There are some nasty jobs. You know, we talked about those jobs earlier on the show. Jobs that look amazing, but they're terrible, like being a zookeeper, just scooping turds all day. Yeah, doesn't sound great. Stinky animals. Anywho, I didn't really have a point for this break other than the internet's cooking my brain this morning with some of the stupid things I'm finding. So hopefully for the last break of the show, something better. You're going to have to wish me luck. You'd think after the weekend it'd be easy, but not today. I'm Viktor Wilt, just about to get out of here. Go to the Monday meeting. Boo. Hopefully it'll be a quick and easy one. I don't think anyone's very enthusiastic about it today. I was just reading a post. Am I a jerk for waking up my boyfriend for snoring? Well, this woman posted that her boyfriend's a really heavy snorer, always has been. And she says if he falls asleep first, it takes her hours to fall asleep and is literally driving her insane. So she started waking him up and be like, you know, can you roll over? Can you turn away from me? And then he'll get all mad. Oh, I gotta work in the morning. Stop waking me up. Dude needs to have a sleep study. All right. If you're a really heavy snorer, you could have some major problems. All right. If I don't got that CPAP strapped on my face, I snore like crazy. So I'm not going to get mad at, my wife for waking me up. Because she's looking out for my health. If the CPAP ain't working right, or if I doze off without it on, that's not good for me. So, yeah, I'm glad when she wakes me up, and she should be able to get some sleep. Sorry I'm so hard to wake up, Becca. I know I'm a little bit difficult sometimes. Anyway, I got to get to this meeting when I'd rather be seriously strapping on the CPAP and go to sleep. But hey, made it through the show. Now just have to make it through the rest of the day, which is going to be boring. But Peaches and I will be back for the noon hour of madness and mayhem. So make sure to tune into that. I'm going to go hang out under the bright lights with the entire staff. All right, wish me luck. I'll see you in a while. I appreciate you. Good luck getting through the day after the time change. Sucks. Thank you again for tuning in to the Viktor Wilt Show. This program is a production of Riverbend Media Group. To contact the show or for more information, hit us up at riverbendmediagroup.com.